Vancouver, the multicultural society with multiple perspectives. We are student researchers from SFU conducting interviews to find out people's opinions about the news media and the importance of news in a democratic society. We have conducted two types of research for our study. From our Vox Populi study, we have found out that
News is communication, right? It's how we get word around.
Sort of a way for a person to classify themselves.
Combination of lies and slander. Really, it's just targeted at a niche group of people. I don't think news really applies to everyone in the world or everyone in the community.
And from our in-depth interviews, participants were asked to answer, what types of media do you use? How reliable is the news? Do you think media is important for democratic society?
The news media that I use is the Globe and Mail and the Vancouver Sun. They're delivered to my family's home every day, so I don't really normally read it in depth, but definitely glance over the first couple of pages and the top stories. Also, my family sometimes watches the CBC News around dinner time.
The Vancouver Sun, the Globe and Mail. I really like the op-ed section of the New York Times, and I am subscribed to the Tjiong. So I read that, although I don't read any of them thoroughly or consistently, really.
My homepage online, I have the CBC website as my homepage.
I use the internet a lot, I watch TV, and yeah.
I feel like the news is fairly accurate. I haven't had any instances where I've read two stories about the same topic that have been completely misrepresented from one to the next.
Tjiong is fairly reliable, I think, because they're more independent. They might have less bias.
It's never 100% reliable because there's no such thing as being truly objective.
Broadcast news, I think sometimes factually it is reliable, but it doesn't always give you the full picture.
News is absolutely fundamentally crucial. I mean, people, especially on a local, regional, provincial, and national level. I mean, internationally, I think if you're involved in things like international politics, then you're going to educate yourself in those things.
Even if it has bias in it, at least they're getting part of the story. And they could go to their computers and Google for more information and maybe find independent news outlets that may have more information.
I think it's very important. I mean, news has now become one of the major sources of information.
For Canada, at least, it's huge because Canada's so big, like we're not connected very well geographically, right? So if something happens in Quebec, we're not going to know about it in Vancouver unless it's through news or someone we know happens to live there. It communicates to us, like word of mouth.
Throughout our survey, most of our participants believe that although news is important, they are not entirely reliable.